As fall harvest winds beckon, we delve into the enigmatic realm of the Voodoo Queen, Marie Laveau. But beware, for tonight's tale unravels the mysteries that have haunted the souls of many and unveils the truth that lies hidden in the shadows. For those who cower at the mere mention of voodoo, tales of fear and misconception have painted a twisted portrait of its essence. But fear not, for tonight, we shatter the chains of misunderstanding and illuminate the life of Marie Laveau, whose legacy continues to resonate in the depths of the bayou and beyond.
We give thanks to the Creator, the one love that connects us all. Honor to our ancestors, whose life struggles led the way to our freedoms. And we give thanks to our unnamed ancestors, who have paved the way for our freedom.
Before the Louisiana Purchase integrated Louisiana into the United States, the region possessed a distinctive cultural identity, setting it apart from other states. Marie Catherine Laveau, born in the heart of New Orleans' French Quarter on September 10, 1801, experienced this unique cultural mill under the rule of French and American influences. Marie Catherine Lavau's mother, Marguerite d'Arcantel, hailed from diverse ancestry, incorporating African, European, and Native American heritage, underscoring the multicultural backdrop of the region. On August 4, 1819, she married Jacques Paris, a quadroon from Haiti, a term denoting a person of 1/4 African and 3/4 European ancestry. It's said that Maria had never missed the day of Catholic Mass because the Voodoo Queen was a devout Catholic. Jacques Paris was reported dead in 1820. They had 2 daughters who had subsequently disappeared around the same time. After Jacques Paris's death, Marie Laveau established a domestic union with Christophe Dominique Duminy de Glapion, a French nobleman. They shared their lives until his demise in 1855. Although historical records mention the couple having 15 children, of which only 2 of these children reportedly survive into adulthood. Marie Laveau is confirmed to have owned at least 7 slaves during her lifetime. What? I know you are thinking. North Star Railroad, have you lost it? Highlighting a slave owners. And how was she a devout Catholic and a voodoo queen? Well, just like mysteries with the mystical voodoo practices, Marie's life was mysterious and her story have a lot of complexities. Let's start with her spiritual beliefs. In places like New Orleans and Haiti, there has been a blending of voodoo practices with Catholicism. This syncretism, or the merging of 2 or more belief systems, occurred for a variety of historical and cultural reasons. 1. Historical context. Slavery played a significant role in the development of this syncretism. Enslaved Africans were often forced to convert to Christianity, particularly Catholicism, by their European captors. However, many enslaved individuals held on to their traditional African beliefs and incorporated them into their Christian practices. 2. Concealment of ancestral beliefs. Enslaved individuals sometimes used Catholic saints and religious rituals as a cover for their traditional voodoo practices. This allowed them to continue their ancestral beliefs while appearing to be devout Catholics. 3. Symbolic overlaps. Voodoo practitioners found parallels between Catholic saints and their own spirits or deities. For example, the Catholic saint associated with healing might be linked to a voodoo spirit with similar attributes. 4. Syncretic rituals. Over time, voodoo ceremonies and rituals incorporated elements from Catholicism, such as the use of candles, incense, and prayers, making it easier to blend the 2 belief systems. Now, what is voodoo? Voodoo, also known as Vodou or Voodoo, is a spiritual and religious practice that originated in West Africa. It encompasses a complex belief system that includes the veneration of ancestors, spirits, and deities, as well as the use of rituals, ceremonies, and herbal medicine. Voodoo practitioners believe in a transcendent, supreme deity and various other spirits that can influence human affairs. It is crucial to note that voodoo itself is not a practice of evil. Instead, it is a deeply ingrained cultural and spiritual practice that holds significant meaning for its followers. However, due to misunderstandings, misrepresentations, and biased portrayals over the years, particularly during the era of European colonialism and the transatlantic slave trade, voodoo has been stigmatized and sensationalized as evil by most other religions. In many cases, this negative perception was perpetuated by colonizers and slave owners who sought to demonize and suppress the indigenous beliefs and practices of the people they oppressed. The unfamiliar rituals, spiritual possession, and the use of symbolic items in voodoo ceremonies were often misinterpreted as malevolent or sinister by those unfamiliar with the culture. In reality, voodoo serves as a source of cultural identity, community solidarity, and spiritual guidance for many of its practitioners. It embodies a deep connection to nature, ancestors, and the spiritual world, offering a means of seeking solace, healing, and empowerment. It is essential to approach voodoo with an open mind and a willingness to understand its cultural significance, rather than perpetuating unfounded stereotypes or misconceptions. Now, Marie Laveau's life was as complicated as her voodoo beliefs. Despite the challenges she faced in motherhood, with only 2 of her 15 children surviving to adulthood, Marie Laveau's home was a haven for those in need. Orphans found solace alongside her own offspring, while enslaved individuals and Native Americans sought refuge within the walls of her sanctuary. It said her generosity knew no bounds, as she selflessly supported the education of the youth, epitomizing her dedication to uplifting the community. Laveau's acts of charity extended to the realm of justice, as she often intervened on behalf of Black women imprisoned for minor transgressions. Her unwavering commitment to the incarcerated community led her to spend over 2 decades ministering to those in the New Orleans Parish Prison. She tirelessly advocated for the condemned, providing spiritual solace, preparing last meals, and offering prayers to guide their souls to peace. Marie Laveau's profound commitment to service and empathy remains etched in the soul of New Orleans, an enduring testament to the power of compassion in the face of adversity. In the era of the Louisiana Code Noir, despite the strict dictates that mandated Roman Catholicism for blacks while forbidding other faiths, Laveau skillfully maneuvered within the Catholic Church, simultaneously practicing the voodoo traditions of her ancestors. While faithfully attending Sunday Mass, she clandestinely orchestrated voodoo ceremonies in Congo Square, a public space where supervised slave gatherings were permitted. To cloak her spiritual practices, it's believed she orchestrated elaborate public voodoo ceremonies to deceive curious onlookers, reserving the authentic rituals for private settings. Her personal altar, adorned with an assortment of candles, roots, love charms, rum, peppers, and Catholic saint statues, included a striking statue of St. Marin, symbolizing Louisiana's maroons or runaway slaves. People from all walks of life sought her counsel, solidifying her dual role as an esteemed hairdresser and revered priestess, commanding influence across New Orleans. Maria also had connections to the Underground Railroad. It was said she taught African spirituality to Mary Ellen Pleasant. Mary Ellen Pleasant was the first black millionaire, Underground Railroad conductor, a fighter for freedom and a friend of John Brown. She has one of the greatest stories of the Underground Railroad, a story we'll tell you on another day. During the 1853 yellow fever epidemic, Laveau's holistic remedies helped many overcome relief for their afflictions, further cementing her status as a healer. Her adept handling of clients' personal troubles, ranging from financial woes to matters of the heart, fostered enduring relationships. With her expertise in crafting good luck charms and managing candle offerings earned her a loyal following. Whether navigating social circles, interacting with law enforcement, or engaging with influential city figures, Marie Laveau's mastery of her craft secured her an unshakable position of influence in the heart of New Orleans. And as we stand at the crossroads of history and myth, it's worth noting that visitors still flock to her resting place, with some even reporting ethereal encounters with her spirit. Even today, as we conclude this exploration of Marie Laveau's enigmatic life, let us ponder the echoes of her legacy that continue to reverberate in the streets of New Orleans. Despite the controversies that surrounded her, we invite you, our cherished audience, to reflect on the multifaceted persona of this voodoo queen. Do you perceive her as a healer, a shrewd entrepreneur, freedom fighter, slaver, or perhaps a little of everything? Before we part ways, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more enthralling stories like this one. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest adventures. Thank you for joining us on North Star Railroad, where history and intrigue collide in a captivating journey through time.